Greetings, beautiful beings, and welcome to the Breathing Bar. I'm Ahuvia, and I'll be your bartender today and every day. Thank you for joining us, and we're just continuing to delve deeper in this fall equinox season on Heal the Heart, Heal the Body. And today we're going deeper into the breath, because here at the Breathing Bar, we understand the breath to be the linguistics or the language that connects us to our etheric self, our energy beings, the universal consciousness we seek to explore and manifest in a balanced way in the earth realm. So today, the question is, and the discussion is going to be around, how do you stay connected to your breath when there's so many distractions seeking to pull you outside of it? And this has been very powerful for me in this season because there's so many things going on and so many different energy beings seeking my assistance in different ways. And when I'm in a space by myself, I can stay with my breath. I can stay connected to it. I can stay in just a balanced, calm space. Sometimes, though, when I'm in the midst of others, I leave my breath and I step into the breath and the frequency of those around me. And when I do that, at that moment, I feel an imbalance that comes in my space, and it's reflective with minute things that may happen around me. So this season, as we heal our hearts and heal our bodies, the prerequisite, as we've talked about here at the Breathing Bar, is conscious breathing and being able to be still, focused, and connect with your breath. Connecting with your breath allows you to communicate to your universe, which then allows you to align with universal consciousness, which will assist you in opening the deeper portals of your blueprint as a sovereign being. So how do you stay connected to your breath in the midst of being pulled by external distractions or stimuli? And I want to make this very practical because we all have lives that deal with the collective consciousness in this social construct that we all may live in. And because we are and have been conditioned to be interconnected on so many levels, it's affected our ability to mentally and emotionally be sovereign. So what others do many times does affect us on an emotional level and on a mental level, and sometimes on a physical level. If we were in what I would feel a more balanced environment, we wouldn't be so interdependent on others mentally and emotionally. Whatever others brought us or gave us in our space, it would be more complementary to just the brilliance that we're already creating. You know, it would just add more shine and more light to the brilliance of the light we're already putting out. So what can we do as we wake up? You know, many people have rituals that they do. Many people have prayers that they do. But how do you carry this, all of this, in the intention that you set in that morning or set in the morning? How do you carry that into your day? How do you carry that to work? How do you carry that, if you're a teacher, into the schools, wherever you may have to go, so that you, every hour, can come into that space and reconnect with that morning intention that you set for your day and for yourself? How do you stay connected to that breath at the end of the day? That's what intentions are, staying in the now, staying focused to your intention. one of the main ways and one of the most effective ways I have found now with the way the conditioning is to set an alarm. Make life simple. People have the Google calendars. I very seldom use a calendar. People have Google calendars and alarms and all sorts of things. But put it on there. So maybe every 30 minutes or maybe every hour, you'll get a song or a beep that reminds you to come back to your breath. Now, it's wonderful if you don't leave it, absolutely. But for those of us who do, it'll tell you to come back. And if you do that every hour, it'll continue to recondition you so that your subconscious will eventually just respond to it naturally and remind you, hey, let's come back to the breath. Let's come back to ourselves. And that's what it means when you take those moments to do deep breathing. It's coming back to self. It's coming back to a balance in the midst of. And as simple as it sounds to do, we many times don't connect enough during the course of a day. We'll connect in the morning. We may connect in the evening here and there. But like I said, we deserve every hour of the day that we're awake to be connecting with our breath, to be connecting with ourselves. The body goes through intense stress, utilizing all the energy that it does for us to, or for our bodies and minds to perform like they do on a daily basis. Because of how out of cycle we are, we don't realize that because naturally our bodies would rise up at sunrise and then at sunset go down. But with artificial light, we stay up longer and longer. And our bodies have been conditioned to do that, but we're not aligned with the healing and the balance to offset all the energy that we put out during the day on so many levels. So as we move into bringing it to the table that we've been talking about in the heart negotiations, let's take a step back and say, okay, in these heart negotiations, one of the first things is that breath. How can I be intentional and stay in my breath so that I can meet my heart on every hour or meet my heart every hour to hear what my heart is saying? So now we're moving from bringing it to the table in the evenings or in the afternoons or maybe twice a week to bringing it to the table every hour. Even if you only bring it to the table for about 3 minutes, let's bring our heart and let's bring our breath to the table and see what's happening, what's going on. We have to make it as intentional as we do all of the other things that we implement in our everyday life. Drinking water, eating food, calling people on the phone, the rituals and habits that we have during the day. Let the breath be a habit every hour. So that's where we are, and that's the challenge this week I'm putting out there, is you putting a system together, putting a process together, putting a reminder together, so that every hour you come back to your breath. You bring it to the table. Every hour, bring the breath to the table. Make sure that you're staying in your breath. And in that space, see how your breath allows you to communicate where your heart is at that moment when you're bringing it to the table. We're now just looking at different ways to bring it to the table and to watch how you're negotiating with your universe, with your organs, and specifically right now with your heart. Because heal your heart, heal your body. As I said, the heart is the gateway. That fourth chakra is the bridge to the etheric realm and the connector to the physical realm. So beautiful beings, you all have a wonderful week wherever you are, and we will talk soon. Thanks for taking the time to come to the breathing bar. Have a wonderful, wonderful moment wherever you may be. Give thanks.